Hi, my name is Cindy Sternfeld, and I canvassed with Changing the Conversation today in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. I wanted to tell you about one conversation I had. I knocked on the door of a man, I think his name might have been Michael, I'm not sure. He was 72 years old and he's a registered Republican. And we started our conversation and he was kind of right in the middle, he said. He was right smack in the middle, not one way more Democrat or Republican, right in the middle. And we started to talk about what we cared about and our values. He told me about his grandfather who was a farmer. I talked about my dad. And we talked about the values of honesty and hard work and integrity and treating people with respect. And we had an amazing conversation. And probably the best part of that conversation is he started out saying he was down the middle, but when he wound up, he had laid out the case for the fact that Donald Trump's a problem. And so what was great is that we told our stories and then he essentially convinced himself that Donald Trump is a problem. So that felt great. So I told him about my dad, who was a special ed teacher, and how much respect he worked with older students who had Down syndrome. And he was incredibly respectful to them. And I didn't understand that as a thing when I was a child, but later I became a teacher. And I saw that most people do not treat people with disabilities with this high degree of respect. And that I learned something really powerful about what it means to respect someone and to honor their humanity and the gifts that they bring. And so I talked about that. That's a big deal for me, and I don't see that with Donald Trump. And he agreed, and he talked about his grandfather, who was a farmer and worked hard, and the importance of respecting people that they know and love and people that they don't know and love. And so we really talked about the difference, this huge disparity between our values and what we were taught by people we love as important, and how different that is right now where Donald Trump is. So it was kind of great, but I didn't have to do very much work because he convinced himself. He doesn't like the way that he treats people. He didn't like the disrespect that he brings to his relationships with people that he agrees with or people that doesn't agree with. He doesn't like what he's doing internationally in terms of the way he works with other world leaders that are not Putin, and so once we talked about our values and what we think is important, what we care about and who we love, it was really easy. He walked himself there to this space, and I really do believe that he is going to, I think he understands, he helped himself understand that Trump is a really big problem. So where he was right sat in the middle, he wasn't in the middle. Nothing he said told me he was in the middle anymore, and that was great.